Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toyscapades channel in Malaysia. The big news over the last couple of weeks that has sent a shockwave, pun intended, across the diecast toy vehicle collecting communities all across the world is that Hot Wheels have now officially combined forces with Transformers for a line of diecast vehicles that appear to be running across all of their major sublines. Now, we first got an indication of the crossover when we saw the Hot Wheels Track Fleet Optimus Prime, a sweet looking set that had the cab and trailer included together. Nobody has any details about this set beyond this one single image that's been circulating online, but I am hoping the rear of the trailer opens up so that we can accommodate this other new crossover Autobot car that's coming out, Bumblebee. Now, my personal excitement for this crossover is linked to my fascination with the GoBots toys of the 1980s. Just to be clear, I'm only a fan of the GoBots toys, not the cartoon series or any other incarnation of the concept. But I am a huge fan of the GoBots toys from Bandai and Tonka. I've reviewed so many of the classic models here on the channel over the years. They strike me as being very similar to Hot Wheels in terms of their size. Here is the Evil Renegade GoBot spoiler. Next to the Hot Wheels Back to the Future Flying Time Machine, you can see how they size up. Also, just like Hot Wheels, GoBots are fully die-cast and they transform as well into realistic, cool-looking robots. Now, when it came to the Transformers, some of their basic class robots, like the Stunticon Breakdown here, would come with a mixture of plastic and die-cast. Later, they would phase out all of this metal stuff out and just make them all plastic. Transformers had a much cooler story and way more awesome characters compared to the GoBots, but the execution of most of their early 80s toys were lacking. You would get a cool vehicle mode, but the robot modes would be disproportionate. You would have a huge body, but with a head the size of a peanut. Now, I've always wanted Transformers, especially the stuff from the early 80s that was basic sized and small, to be more like the GoBots and Hot Wheels, with more die-cast parts and, as with the case of the GoBots, better looking robot modes. And now, part of that dream is coming true, and we are finally getting fully die-cast Transformers as Hot Wheels in 1/64 scale. Now, they still do not transform, but as we can see from the video that was shared out by Ministry of Diecast, the basic cart vehicles like Bumblebee will have a hidden surprise. On the vehicle chassis below, and if you look closely, you'll see the robot's head sculpted there. Now, how cool is that? To be fair, Transformers collectors will be familiar with this method of display. In the past, Hasbro has done it with their non-transforming Transformers, such as with the RPMs and Speedstar series. And now Yada Toys has also done it with all of their fully die-cast Transformers vehicles. When you flip the vehicle to the underside, it will reveal a sculpted image of the robot. Now, me personally, I'm not really a fan of this approach, as I feel that it breaks away from the realism of the vehicle. I know they want the robot to be represented somehow, even though the vehicle cannot convert, and this helps to offer the buyer a compromise of some sort. But I still feel it's unnecessary, as I don't really see Optimus Prime driving around with a sculpted image of himself on the vehicle undercarriage. Although, I do feel the approach Hot Wheels has taken is more subdued, and the robot head here is almost hidden in all that vac metal, so it doesn't really look that out of place. I think this is an approach that a lot of collectors will appreciate, and for Hot Wheels, it is definitely something new and unique. I don't think there's ever been another time where they've sculpted a character head on the underside of the vehicle chassis, so this is pretty much a first for them. Now, Hot Wheels isn't going to be wasting any time with the Transformers license. They're going to be spreading it across all of their sublines, including Hot Wheels Skate. Now, since its inception just over a year ago, the Hot Wheels Skate brand has branched out into so many different worlds of pop culture, including Marvel's Venom, DC's Batman, so many different kinds of Star Wars boards. And recently on the channel, I also covered their utterly fantastic, officially licensed Back to the Future movie hoverboard. This thing's awesome, but now they're moving to official G1 Transformers territory with some Autobot and Decepticon boards. This stuff doesn't convert, but it sure does look colorful. We've got Bumblebee, a whole bunch of Decepticon bad guys here like Starscream, Soundwave, and Megatron. Something tells me once these boards hit retail, they're going to be swallowed up faster than Energon cubes during an Insecticon feeding frenzy. But something tells me that this is just the beginning. aside from all of the other surprises that we're going to be seeing from the Transformers and Hot Wheels collaboration, somewhere down the line, there's going to be a crossover with the closest cousins to the Transformers brand, and that is G.I. Joe. Okay, that's right, guys. I'm pretty sure that this thing is going to be happening at some point. We're going to be getting 1/64 scale die-cast renditions of some of the best G.I. Joe vehicles ever. You know it's happening. It's just speculation at this point, but you know they're going to be working on this thing. Now that they have the Transformers license, G.I. Joe is bound to be around the corner too. Guys, has any of this stuff turned up in your area yet? Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think of the Hot Wheels and Transformers crossover series. I want to hear from you guys, and I'll catch you guys again real soon. Take care out there.